What's up, guys? I don't usually do this with my YouTube channel, but today I'm going to do a review of something near and dear to my heart, which is ergonomic keyboards. So this is a Microsoft Sculpt keyboard that I've had since 2015. From far away, even, you might be able to see that it's pretty well worn. I mean, I've seriously been using this for 10 years, and it's pretty much been fine up until the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. It just started to mistype a lot, and I think it's just worn down. So the bad news is that Microsoft stopped making these. They have other kinds of ergonomic keyboards, but they usually have the numpad added on. I don't like all that extra bulk off to the side. I almost never use the numpad anyways. And they're not exactly what this was. So there isn't a one-to-one replacement for this right now. I thought for a while that I was gonna have to go try and find some new old stock on eBay or Amazon or whatever. But in my searches, I found that Ma-tay-ee-as actually cloned or kind of recreated the original Sculpt keyboard. I was curious, so I ordered one and wanted to check it out, and I will say, after typing on it for 24 hours, it mostly lives up. A couple of comments on it, which is why I'm making this video, and at all. Mostly a good product. So let me show you what this keyboard actually is and how it compares to the original. So this is the Ma-tay-ee-as keyboard. I've already unboxed it and have been using it, which is why I feel comfortable actually making a review of this, or semi-review of this. It's a little bit different than what I was expecting from what I saw on the online pictures and what I saw in the online description text. I don't think it's bad. It's curious, and I don't think there's probably not a lot of people out there who care about or use these ergonomic keyboards, so I'm not sure anybody else is going to be talking about this, but if you're curious, this is what you can expect with this keyboard. So the first thing is that there's a USB-C port on this guy, so you can actually use this just in straight wired mode, or you can charge it. There's a battery in here. They say it'll last for, Ma-tay-ee-as says it'll last for 3 years without a charge. I don't know. I don't plan on using that. I don't like the latency of wireless. I didn't really have a choice with the Sculpt keyboard, but with this keyboard, I'm going to go ahead and just use it wired mode all the time, which is fine. I mean, they say that you can do it that way. The other thing is that if you want to use it wireless, you can do that too. So there's actually 2 receivers in here. There's one that'll fit USB-C and there's one that'll fit USB-A, and they both come with the kit. So you have your choices of whatever works best for your setup, whatever free USB port you have. So Matias says that this is the best wireless Mac option for fans of the original Microsoft Sculpt keyboard. Well, let's see how it compares. So this Matias keyboard, online it says that it's got an enhanced rubber palm rest. So you're expecting kind of a rubbery feel when you get it, but what you notice, or what you see here, this is actually like a soft, I don't know, fake felt kind of a feel that they have up here. It concerns me a little bit just because this seems like it's going to be really hard to clean. So if you look at my old Microsoft Sculpt keyboard here, you can see, I mean, there's like buildup of skin on there. There's a buildup of oil from my wrists, even to the point where it's like nasty and kind of matted on down there. I found that you can kind of clean this off using Mr. Clean magic erasers, but I think that is also why this lining here got destroyed. as well. So just given how dirty this keyboard here is, I'm a little bit worried about this kind of soft felt texture. I mean, it feels nice for sure, but what's this going to look like a year from now? And how can I clean it, if at all? The cool thing is that you can actually just take this off, and there's these magnetic little inserts here that line up, and it'll just snap the thing into place. So I'm guessing that eventually Ma-tay-ee-as is gonna have this as like a replaceable part. I hope that they keep making them for a long time. Clearly, I mean, I have my Microsoft Sculpt keyboard for a decade, but really, it's almost like a mouse pad with a soft felt covering on top of it. It's kind of got that kind of texture material on it. Not exactly as plush as the original Sculpt keyboard, but again, I don't know. It feels nice. I'm just worried about what it's going to do with the cleaning end of it. Overall typeability on this thing. So they did make some updates and some changes compared to the old Sculpt keyboard. The key layout is just a little bit tweaked, and I actually think it's better than the original Microsoft Sculpt keyboard. The only problem I've had is typing on this Y key here. It seems a little soft. I'll hit it. I feel like I really need to press down on it versus just kind of lightly touch it in order for it to register. Outside of that, though, everything else about it, you know, it feels extremely natural and, you know, almost not different at all, you know, compared to what I'm used to with my original Sculpt keyboard. The bottom side of it is also just very similar to the Sculpt keyboard. You've got this the detachable little, you know, kickstand here. So if you really wanted to use it flat, you could. And frankly, that alone is way better than this Apple keyboard. It's just having these broken up into two hands is amazing. At least I think so. But I always like to use a little kickstand on it. So standing back and opening this box up. So it came in a, you know, nice little box here. Go ahead and try to open this thing. Yeah. So they gave me, I don't know, I guess some instruction booklet or whatever in here. It's cool. Some twisty ties. So we've got this USB-C receiver here and a USB-A receiver. So again, you can use whatever kind of port you want to use with your computer, your setup. They also put this USB-C cable in there. You can use it to recharge the keyboard, or you can just use it as, you know, a wired keyboard with this and just leave it plugged in all the time. So pretty simple kit. I did see on Ma-tay-ee-as' website that they are planning to make a strictly wired version of this keyboard, and it looks like it's going to be $70 instead of $100. You know, it wasn't an option that I saw when I ordered this a couple of weeks ago. So overall, I am a fan of this. I'm really grateful that Ma-tay-ee-as decided to go ahead and clone the Microsoft Sculpt keyboard. They've also cloned other keyboards too. Like they cloned the keycaps that were used in some of Apple's earlier keyboards in the early 90s. That have just kind of a distinctive sound and feel to them. And they did a good job at that too. So thank you, Ma-tay-ee-as. My wrists, thank you. And you know, that's it.